Oh, shit. How do I get that screen up? Okay, there we go. Okay, we had a little technical difficulties, but it looks like we're live now. So I got this little guy helping me out today, and I'll make this a quick one because I don't know how long he's going to sit here patiently to help us deliver this important message. But about the importance of being intentional about who you spend your time with. Listen, we all got 24 hours. We all got 7 days a week. That's it. And the people that we choose to spend our life with, the ones who we decide to surround ourselves with, there he goes. Come back, Goose. Come back. You can't bail out in the middle of the show, Gustav. Oh, he's back. And the reason Gustav is here to help because I wanted to talk about how important it is to surround ourselves with people, with friends, with furry friends that are going to really add value to our life, to really bring our life up to the next level. Because let's be real, people are a huge, huge part of our life, right? And while we may not be able to choose, what does the saying goes, while we may not be able to choose our family, we can certainly choose our friends. And I, for one, am a huge, huge fan and a believer of surrounding ourselves with people who are going to bring out our joy, allow us to experience more love, more happiness, more of all the good stuff. You want your little toy goose? So now here's always a counter argument to it. Everybody will say, well, Jesse, that's easy said than done, but what about at work? My boss is a jerk, my coworkers are negative, all those types of things, right? This is where the intentional part of it comes in. Because while we may not be able to choose the physical space or the people that we're with, which actually I should back that up, we can always choose, right? We have the choice of being at the job that we may not like the people at, or if we don't want to be at that job. But while there may be some people there who we don't necessarily want to be there, we don't necessarily want to spend our time with, we can be intentional about how we experience them, and that's where the real magic of this is. What I mean by that, Gustav's pushing my buttons. What I mean by that is our perception of someone is ultimately how we react to them. So if we see someone as being a negative Nancy or a terrible Timmy, we're going to experience them as that before they even show up that day. We see them walk through the front door and we're going to say, oh, there's that person I can't stand. There's that guy I can't tolerate. There's that lady who drives me nuts. Is that really going to give you what you want out of life? Because you've already decided that your experience of that person is going to be terrible, negative, whatever it is that day. This is where the intentional part comes in. We can choose to see a human being as a human being that's doing the best they can with whatever they have in any given moment. And they may not be necessarily people we'd want to spend our time with all the time, nor may they be people we agree with all the time, but we don't have to. What we can do is we can see them just as a human and recognize that they have hopes, dreams, and fears like we do, that they have goals, aspirations like we do, that they've been through hurts and challenges like we have, that they've had ups and downs, life trials and tribulations the same as we have. And all those things have brought them into that moment right then that's leading them to be as they are. Now, your perception of that is what's ultimately going to create your reality that you experience at work. If you decide to look at them as a negative downer, you have the power to change that and look at them as a person of, show them some grace and acknowledge their journey, right? Show them some compassion and acknowledge the trials they've been through. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to change them as a human being, but what it does do, and this is what's really important, is it changes your experience of them. See, we don't have to allow our negative perceptions of others to color our experiences of our day-to-day life. When we have 24 hours to work with, why would we want to give any of those 24 hours away to our own negative perception of someone else and then allow that to color our day and allow that to color our experience? I want you to think about that for a moment. You got this one shot at today, this one shot at right now. And if you're around some people who they may not be your favorite people, try to find something in them or about them that allows you to level yourself up. This isn't about changing them, it's about changing you. Because you have full control over you and you may not have that over everyone else. It's about deciding how you want to experience another human being. So, and then when you're not around with them and you're around the people you can choose to be around with, or the Gustavs, which if you saw a little Gustav right now, I mean, look at that guy working over that blanket. Who wouldn't want to hang out with him? Then you can be really deliberate about the people who are going to level up, the people who are going to make you laugh, the people who are going to bring happiness to your life, the people who are going to bring love and joy to your life and add positive experiences. So there's kind of two parts of this. Is part one is in your time when you're not at work or when you may not be around some people that you wouldn't normally choose to be around, is really be deliberate about those people, make sure they're the ones that level you up. And then part two is when you're around the people that may not be your first choice in who you're around, like people we might see at work, is be intentional about how you choose to experience them. Make it your mission to find a perspective to see them from where you can experience them with some grace, some compassion, some understanding, some sympathy, whatever that needs to be for you. And it doesn't mean that you have to become BFFs or even companions or friends or even text or anything like that. But what it does is it means that you're being intentional about how you create your environment. And you're going to allow the people who are going to be in your environment are going to be people who you decide your emotional experience of. You hold a lot of power inside of here and here and how you experience other people. And how you use that power is going to determine the quality of your life. So I hope this helps. I'm sending lots of love to you all. I'm going to go because Gustav's eating this blanket right now, and I want to make sure he stops. So this is a short message today. Any questions or comments on this, go ahead and leave them in here on the thing. I'll come back. Oh, Jamie, it could not have been a better time to hear this. Oh, it's awesome, Jamie. I'm glad this resonated with you. That's fantastic. Thanks for the feedback. So questions, comments about this, leave them in here below. And I will be back here again later on for another Facebook Live. I sincerely hope you find value in this. I appreciate each and every one of you showing up. Huge thanks to those of you who share this and who are commenting and liking it. It just helps the message get out a little bit better. Sending lots of love to you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Oh, Gustav.
Gustav. Now you got shit all over your face from the blanket. Look at it.
Oh.